Alright, well here I am with this thing right here. You remember what this looks like, right? Well, now I'm into the guts. I'm going to operate on it. Just solder and iron out of the way for a minute. I got these little micro switches. I'll tell you what I'm going to do with them. And some circuit wire. Just this is my 24 gauge wire to hook these to get more length out of this, and I'll solder them up and shrink wrap them so that they're waterproof. Just take these out of the way just for a second. I'll show you where they're going to go. So I took the back off of this. This is the light controller, the light DMX receiver. So I need to get at this mode switch, and I need to bypass it. And so what I'm going to do, because they're momentary, so you click them and it goes one way. You click it again, it goes another way, and it goes through a channel of a series of switching operations. So I just need to get one of those switches to make it so that I can bypass that. And here's my switches right here. Can you see them? Let's see. Get in here. Okay, so right here, you can see there's one switch. You can see the 4 leads to them. One there, one there, one there, and I need this one. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take one of these guys right here. It's a double pole, double throw micro switch. Pretty cool, huh? Gonna work? Chinese crap. Anyway, that's going to get mounted in here. Exactly where it gets mounted yet, I'm not sure, but I'll put it in a place where it's easy for me to get to and where it won't get in the way. And I want to switch in there because I don't want to just bypass that switch that's in there, because I might want to reprogram it again a different way sometime. So I'm going to put the switch in it so that I can just put it on manual so that it will always be on the channel 4 that I want it to be on. Then I can switch it back, and it will put the key back to, it will put the switch back to where it was before I disturbed the circuit. That should work for that. And then on this one, the circuit board is right here. Let me just take this off for a second. Ugh. Okay, so that's the back of the circuit board. And what I did was, so I need to get at this switch to switch it to channel scanner button 1. I need to get at the bank switch and the auto switch. And so looking online for schematics for these also, that's a chore in itself, but I can almost figure this out without one. So my switch that I need for this, right, see it, is right here, and I marked it. And there's 4 leads going to it. So I just need to follow the circuit and see where it goes to so that I can make my contacts on the right leads. And then I have the speed right here, speed and fade. And I marked them on the other side just so I have a map of where I am. And then these are the switches I need to get at over here. I need to get at the bank and the auto. And so the auto is the 3rd one from here. There it is. And the other one's up here. I didn't mark that yet. I need to mark it. And then once I find out where, and then I'm going to take these switches here, and do the same thing. All 3 of those switches are going to have a bypass, which will probably be one to one side or the other because it's double throw, double pull. One way will be it's bypassed. In the other way, either whether it's all the way back here or in the middle, that will be back to normal. And then I'll mount these on the back of this. That way I have the modified circuit that I need, so that when it automatically comes on and these switches are in the right position, it automatically turns everything on the way we want it to go when the power comes on, and not have to go through all these button moves to get to the right scanner button and the right, and have the auto on and have the right bank and all that other stuff. Everything else should be straightforward. And so I'm going to test these before I start in on sticking my soldering iron in there, causing a nightmare. First, I'm going to just crank it on, go through my moves, and see where I'm getting voltage, where I'm not getting voltage, see what happens on the different points when I push the buttons, so that I know which leads to run it to on my switch. That should work.